everybody. This is Whole Night Podcast. I'm your host, Austin. My co-host is Mike.
Yo.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we got a big guest. We got Rich Ragsdale on the show. Welcome to the show, Rich.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me.
Sadly, Billy Wayne Sniper will not be in 3 from Hell. Now, if you remember who that character is, he was in the Devil Rejects. He played the character by Dallas Diamond Page, who is a Hall of Famer in WWE. And give a shout out to Ronda Rousey to be inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame.
Yes.
That's my babe. Blumhouse Firestarter remake lands a new director. Can't wait to find out what the remake is going to be about. Rebecca Ferguson is in talks to join Dr. Sleep's lead Ewan McGregor, who will play the adult Danny Torrance in the cast of the Shining sequel. So that's going to be a good movie to watch. Chucky and the Killer Clowns are headed to Halloween Horror Nights.
Nice. Chucky and Killer Clowns, yay.
Couple of facts about Jason Voorhees. Number 1, Jason fought Leatherface before fighting Freddy Krueger. I didn't even know about that. Number 2, Jason received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the 1992 MTV Movie Awards despite appearing on camera since 1988.
And your speech was epic.
I know. Number 3, 9 actors have played Jason, which I knew about that. Number 1 question, Rich. What is your favorite horror movie?
Of all time?
Of all time.
There's so many, but if I had to pick one, it would probably be John Carpenter's The Thing. Yeah, that's a classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's so many.
I mean, that's a big classic too. And another classic that everybody's talking about is The Fly, which I'm not really crazy about.
The remake, the David Cronenberg one.
Yeah.
I actually like that movie quite a bit.
I'm not really crazy about it for some reason. I don't like it. It freaks me out. I just don't like it.
Well, the first one was great too, the original one. With what's his name? Oh, I can't think of his name.
Vincent Price.
Vincent Price, and it was the remake was what you call it? Was
Jeff Goldblum was in the remake.
Thank you, remake. That's the one I like.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum played good fly in that movie, but he's not good in a horror movie. He's good in Jurassic Park. That's what he should be in from now on.
Well, he was just in the new Jurassic Park.
I know, I cannot wait to watch it, though.
I just saw it. It was quite good.
Now also, talking about Vincent Price, the original House on Haunted Hill, the remake of that movie is coming out on Blu-ray. I cannot wait for that.
Oh, yeah.
How was it like filming Ghost House with Taylor Scout Compton?
How was it making Ghost House with Scout?
Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, Scout is great. We love Scout. I mean, she's a dear friend of ours now, and she's super talented, and, she was a pleasure to work with. And, it was a hard shoot, but she's a real trooper, so, I have nothing but good things to say about Scout.
I met her in New Jersey Horror. She's such a sweetheart.
She's great.
What is Ghost House about?
Okay, well, it's based on in Thailand they have these little shrines. They call them spirit houses or ghost houses, and you leave little offerings to the ghosts so that they live in the little ghost houses and they don't, haunt your house or whatever. So we spent some time in Thailand, and we thought it would be an interesting mythology to explore for a film. So in our film, Scout and her boyfriend James, they played Jim and Julie, they go to Thailand, and they end up being sort of duped into sort of messing with the wrong ghost house, and they end up being Scout ends up being possessed by a ghost, and her boyfriend has to figure out how to rectify the situation before things get out of hand.
I mean, wow. I just love supernatural, paranormal kind of movies like that. I just love it. And I saw Ghost House like bits and pieces of it. I didn't see the whole movie because I was watching it on my tablet and it shut down and I couldn't get back on it. But I was trying to find it at the store and I can never find it.
Well, Lionsgate put it out on DVD, so it's available. I don't know how easy or hard it is to find, but it's also on Netflix. That's probably the easiest place to find it.
Now, last time I went, when it first came out, the first week it came out, I saw it on the shelf at Walmart, but it was sold out. And every time I go back to the same Walmart, it's always sold out. I mean, the first couple of weeks it was out, it's keep selling out, and then I wait 5 months there, and I'll never see on the shelf, so I'm still looking around to find it.
Well, I tell you what, when we're done, you can text me your address. I'll send you a DVD.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
How is it like being a film score composer?
Well, it's interesting because I began my career as a composer. I didn't start as a director, and I sort of fell into directing by accident. But I love music. I grew up playing in bands and stuff, so I've always loved music, and so it just sort of makes sense that if you make films and you can write music, you might as well write the music for your film, especially on a low-budget horror film, because you don't have that much money, so you don't have to pay a composer. You can just double dip.
Right.
Now, is it fun being a film score composer?
It can be a lot of fun. I mean, there have been some projects I've worked on that haven't been a lot of fun, but I've gotten to score things for directors that I really love and work on some projects I think are really cool. Like, in the horror world, I've worked with Stuart Gordon on a couple of films, the guy that had directed the original Reanimator. And so Stuart and I, we did an episode of Masters of Horror where he directed it and I wrote the music. It was quite fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, it turned out well.
Do you have any future projects you're working on?
I have several projects that we're trying to develop right now. They're sort of in the early stages, so we can't really talk about them just yet. But my brother and I, my brother is the producer of Ghost House. We work together in a production company. We're developing a series idea right now, which I think would be quite cool. It's a sort of a horror themed thing, and I imagine you would probably like it a lot, given some of the things that you said you like. And I'm doing some music videos right now. I direct a lot of music videos, and and we're looking at a couple of other film projects, but we don't have anything that's ready to go just yet. We're working on it.
Do you have any future plans on like collabing with like future horror directors and making a huge horror film in the near future, or is that your goal?
That's the goal, is to make bigger and bigger films. I mean, Ghost House was quite a small film on a budget level, but it actually did quite well. We showed in theaters all over the world, mainly in Southeast Asia and in Russia and some other. We did really well in the Middle East. Here it was more of a home video thing, like DVD and Netflix and all that stuff. But yeah, so hopefully the next one is even, is bigger. We would like to make a bigger splash here in the States, of course.
Yeah, so, I mean, the States are huge for horror movies.
Yeah, for sure.
So I got a quick question when you're done.
Sure.
So, have you ever experienced any paranormal yourself?
Any paranormal stuff?
Right, well, in your personal life,
Well, let me tell you a story about when we were shooting Ghost House. So we were shooting in the jungle. We were shooting in this ancient temple when you see the film, you'll see it's at the end of the film. There's this kind of showdown in an ancient temple, and in Thailand they wear these like amulets to sort of protect you against ghosts and evil spirits and stuff. And so we have this woman playing the witch doctor, and she doesn't really speak any English. And we're shooting the scene, and she can't get her lines out. And so I asked my AD, who was my assistant director, who was Thai. I was like, am I pushing her too hard? She's an older lady. He's like, no. He's like, the problem is that everywhere she turns, she says she sees ghosts. And that like freaked the whole crew out, and they all like left set and went and got their amulets, and they were all walking around wearing all these amulets, trying to sort of ward off the spirits. Wow. And we would do, anytime we shot in a place that we thought might be haunted, they have a ritual that they would do in the morning where we would do a little like burn some incense, and we had like meat offerings for the ghosts.
Right.
So there's a lot of that in Thailand. You can just kind of feel it walking around. There's a lot of paranormal things going on over there, which is why we thought it would be a cool place to shoot a ghost movie.
That's awesome.
Now, thanks for being on the show. Please check us out on Whole Night Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and everything on social media, Facebook group, and everything else. Thanks again for being on the show, Rich. It was an honor and pleasure to have you on.
Well, thank you. Thanks, guys. It was a lot of fun.
And please check us out on YouTube for this episode. It will be coming out very soon. And please check us out next week as we have another guest every single week on the show. May the force be with you, and stay scared.